Hi, this is Jason. Welcome to Random Thoughts. My random thoughts today are going to be just a couple of quick things. And here's the first one. The Sonics won their first and only NBA title back in 1979 by beating the Washington Bullets in 5 games. Seattle hasn't won a major championship until 2013 when the Seahawks beat the ever holy stuffing out of Denver Broncos 43-8. And ever since then, Seattle's still looking for that big major championship. I'm not counting the Storm or the Sounders. To me, they're not like what I call a major sports championship. One, soccer isn't very popular in America, or as most people in other countries want to say, football. And WNBA is basically like a woman's version of the NBA, only let's just face it doesn't rake in the money like the NBA does. I'm not saying I'm against women in sports. I like to see women in sports. I do. I'm all for Title IX. But at the same time, you've got to consider the factors in America, or in this continent, North America, you've got 4 major leagues: MLB, baseball; NFL, football; NBA, basketball; and NHL, hockey. I call it the 4 major sports leagues of this continent. And Seattle's, well, it used to be 2. Well, it used to be 1 back, but ever since the Sonics were taken away by the Oklahoma City Thunder, it took its history with them. So if you really count all this, Seattle has only won one major championship, and that's the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl. So, yeah, I'm kind of bent out of shape about that, though, because I remember 12 years ago when I was watching the NBA Finals between the Heat and the Thunder. They put the history up there. So the Thunder hasn't won a championship since 1979. I was like, no, the Sonics haven't won a championship since 1979. The Thunder just got here. They should have done that with Baltimore and Cleveland when they had this thing. So you can move the team, whatever, but don't take its history. They should have its own little history, along the way. Thing with sports is sometimes most of the time they just don't give a shit. And they want you to forget about the past history. The history's now. That sort of shit. I really hate that. Another one I want to go about is people getting obsessed over Taylor Swift. I have no problem with Taylor Swift. I'm not a fan of her music. I think it's just bland, generic, whatever to me. It's But I'm talking about the fans. They're just I looked at the IMDb and said, oh, Swiftie fans. What does that have to do with movies? Was Taylor Swift in a movie? Was she in a TV show other than concert specials or something? Come on. I don't care who's a Swiftie, who's not a Swiftie. Keep that. It's one of those things you got to keep to yourself. I'm just sick and tired of all these people who waste their time on something so frivolous like Taylor Swift. If you like Taylor Swift, great, that's cool. But don't make it your whole life being a Swiftie. That's what gets down to fandom and standing. That's a bit of a rallying against people who stand over shit. It's you got more important things to do than just standing over someone you're never ever going to meet or never going to really be a part of unless you're part of the whole thing. So I wanted to ask people who worked for Taylor Swift or been around Taylor Swift. So how do you deal with all these not so much Taylor, because I'm sure she's a down to earth lady, but how do you deal with all these people who are just crazy about one that's just so vanilla? It's I was around when things were huge, because I was a kid. I had Michael Jackson, I had Madonna and Prince. They were larger than life. Taylor Swift looks like some Starbucks barista that got lucky with some songwriting skills and everything. So yeah.